Hi, Mia. Can you believe that your wedding is just 1 week away? I'm incredibly excited for the big day. It's sure to be an amazing event.
Hey, Ava. I know, right? I can't hardly believe it myself. The day is getting closer and it's finally beginning to sink in.
By the way, I've already bought your wedding gift, and I'll drop it off whenever you're home. I've also picked out what I'll be wearing on the special day, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. It's an elegant one-shoulder gown in a delicate shade of sky blue. I discovered it at that marvelous dress boutique in town.
You did what?
I also bought these exquisite shoes at a 50% discount. Maybe I could show you the entire outfit when you have a free moment. I really need to know what you think. I just need to make sure I don't clash with the wedding's theme or accidentally mimic your bridesmaids, which could lead to a rather awkward situation. You know, since I'm not a bridesmaid, no.
Ava, listen. I've already explained why I chose not to include you as a bridesmaid. I have a lot of friends who I want to have as my bridesmaids, and I decided it would be more convenient to have them as bridesmaids instead of family. They're a nice even number and it just works perfectly.
I know. You already told me. Sorry I brought it up. It's just that it would have been really nice to be a part of this special day. But I understand. You're right. It's your wedding ceremony.
Yes, it's my wedding, so I get to have things my way. Anyway, you can come over now.
Really? Are you sure you're not too busy? I can wait if you need me to.
It's alright. My friends and I are getting together for a small pre-wedding meetup and finalizing some last-minute arrangements. Since they're all here, we can all check out your outfit.
That's great. See you in a bit.
Perfect. See you soon.
What the heck, Mia? Why on earth would you do something like that? Are you completely out of your mind?
Crazy? Absolutely not. When I saw that blue dress, I immediately knew it was destined for the water. The whole outfit just screamed ocean, and I just did what needed to be done. I sent it to the ocean. I did you a big favor, sis. Thank me later.
Wait, are you seriously suggesting that you intentionally dumped water on my dress for your own sick amusement? If you didn't like it, you could have just said so. What's wrong with you?
The dress isn't the problem. Quite the contrary. It's a beautiful gown. I simply thought it would look much better on Tori than on you.
So that's why you intentionally poured water on it?
Isn't it clear to you yet?
Not really, or else I wouldn't be asking.
Well, now it appears you have nothing to wear. So sorry you'll have to miss the wedding and stay home. What a pity.
So this was your whole scheme, huh? You just didn't want me at your wedding. Are you seriously that narrow-minded and self-absorbed to the point where you'd actually toss a glass of water on me just so I couldn't come to your wedding? And to top it off, you had to do it in front of all your friends just to humiliate me.
Oh, Ava, don't be so dramatic. Yes, I soaked your dress. So what? I did it and it was really funny and my friends agreed. Besides, I did try to tell you multiple times that I'd prefer not to have you at my wedding. I mean, I didn't even send you an invitation. I thought you'd get the message, but clearly I needed to take things a step further. You did this to yourself.
What's gotten into you? I mean, if this is how you behave toward your own sister, I really don't think you'll be any better towards your husband-to-be in a fight. I already feel bad for him.
You don't need to worry about John. It's none of your business. Besides, he makes all the money, and lots of it too, so I won't need to be mean to him. Just in case, you know?
Of course. You wouldn't want to risk the guy who's paying for your whole life to cut you off before your wedding.
You're just being sarcastic. But honestly, I couldn't care less. Sounds like you're just a bit jealous that I'm marrying a rich man while you're stuck being your poor old self.
Hold on. Is that why you're trying to keep me out of the wedding? Because you think I'm poor?
I'm not making any assumptions. But based on your history of financial issues, I'd say you're probably still broke. You're my sister, after all. Plus, my soon-to-be husband isn't thrilled about the idea of you joining the wedding either.
What? He told you that he doesn't want me there?
Yep. John made it clear. He sees you as more of an irritating nuisance. And you know, he's got a reputation to uphold. Plenty of his influential buddies and business associates will be at the event. and he's not happy about a poor person causing any problems.
He really thinks that way, huh?
He does, no doubt about it. Feel free to ask him yourself.
I thought we had a good connection. He seemed to enjoy my company whenever we were at Mom and Dad's or hung out together.
He was just putting on an act, pretending to like you. If you don't believe me, speak to him yourself.
Oh, I will. I'll prove that you're wrong.
Go ahead, do your thing. But I wouldn't be too confident about proving me wrong. Well, once John and I tie the knot, it won't make a difference.
What are you saying?
FYI, we're cutting ties with anyone who isn't rich. Can't have people constantly trying to mooch off of us, you know?
People? Are you talking about me?
Yeah. We can't have some self-absorbed, needy person trying to drain John's finances.
That person being you, right?
Oh, you're quite the comedian, aren't you?
But let's be clear. I have absolutely no desire for John's wealth. I don't care about money, and you know that Mom and Dad feel the same way. They won't budge on having me by their side at the wedding, especially when it comes to standing up against someone like you.
Well, they could change their mind soon. Particularly when I inform them that if they don't allow me to remove you from the guest list, I might reconsider my commitment to funding their retirement.
You would actually not offer your financial support to our parents just because you want them to exclude me from your wedding? You're so mean.
Listen, I'm more than willing to support our parents in their retirement because, well, they're our parents. If I have to assist them in ensuring they have a comfortable retirement, so be it. But as for you, you're flying solo. If you're in need of financial help, you should have put in more effort, don't you think?
What does that have to do with the situation?
You know, the reason I'm marrying John is his money. He's not the most fascinating person, you know. His dad's got a successful business that rakes in quite a bit of cash. I'm just aiming for a life without the daily grind and responsibilities. I also want to be around people of a similar status, and not be ridiculed because of my broke sister.
Are they really good people if the company you want to be associated with shows such shallowness?
Who gives a damn if they're rich? Those people are the ones I need to surround myself with in order to sustain my social standing. And you are certainly not included in that equation.
Why are you so cruel? Do you really hate me that much?
I have more than just negative feelings towards you. I've had this grudge since day one. Mom and Dad showered me with love and attention, and we were a happy and joyful family. But when you came into the picture, they forgot about me. It wasn't right.
I was a newborn, you know. Babies need care to survive.
Regardless, it was unfair. From now on, I will decide who is part of my life. I'm the architect of my own destiny, after all. And I choose to be the star on my wedding day, and you won't steal the spotlight. Got it?
I see. You're jealous of me and trying to exclude me from every aspect of your wedding.
Why would I envy you?
You tell me, because I have no idea. I never asked to be born. You, as my elder sister, seem to be resentful of my very being. This may be the reason why you're so desperate to marry John. You just want to brag to your friends about being wealthy and your husband's business, right? So you can hog the limelight. How superficial is that? Choosing money over family?
Not everyone in my family. Mom and Dad are cool and always welcome in our huge house.
Oh wow, how generous of you.
Anyway, please keep your distance from my wedding, or I'll make sure you get drenched again. Am I clear now? But I still want that gift. It's my special day and I deserve to be spoiled by everyone, even if it's by poor old you. You can be useful for once by giving me that present.
Whatever. Your wedding sounds like it'll be a drag anyway.
What the hell are you saying? My wedding will be anything but boring.
Yeah, I bet. All that pink lace and a crowd of mundane business folks. It'll be a blast. I'm sure of it.
Joke all you want, but I know it will be amazing. Do yourself a favor and don't even think of coming to my extravagant wedding. It's not a good fit for broke people like you.
Okay, I will respect your decision. Just remember, you may come to regret this choice in the future.
What are you implying? Ava?
Ava, can you tell me where you've disappeared to? I've got a handful of questions about your sister's wedding. I need some last-minute outfit advice. Could you help?
Of course, Dad.
Fantastic. I understand you're fully prepared for the wedding, but I'd like to ask if there's anything you need. Perhaps I could get a tie that complements your outfit or something of the sort?
Oh, that's sweet, but I won't be attending the wedding.
Why not?
Well, Mia soaked my dress in front of her friends the other day. She embarrassed me and said she excluded me from her wedding because she believed I'd tarnish her image.
Wait a sec. Did she intentionally drench you with water? Or was it just a random accident?
No accident. She intentionally dumped a bucket of water on me. She also claimed she's never loved me and she didn't want me to be a part of this family. Apparently, she sees me as the unwanted one who stole your attention.
That's absurd. Sure, you might not have been part of our initial plans, but your mom and I love you deeply, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We love your sister just as much. The idea that she believes our love for her dwindled the moment you came along is utterly unfounded.
Thank you, Dad. But it's something else Mia mentioned that's been bothering me.
What is this?
She claimed she wouldn't help you or Mom with your retirement unless you exclude me from the family.
Did she really say those words?
Well, I don't want to be the cause of Mia withholding her financial assistance when she's marrying into money. She has the power to ensure you and Mom live comfortably during retirement, free from any financial worries. If you want me to step aside, I'm willing to do it. I can find a solution.
Ava, that's absurd. I would never exclude you from our family under any circumstances. Mia's input towards our retirement doesn't concern me in the slightest. Your mother and I have consistently set aside funds throughout the years, ensuring our financial stability. You are my beloved daughter, and your importance to me far exceeds any financial worries.
Are you serious, Dad?
Certainly. Now leave your sister to me. I'll take care of it.
What are you implying?
Well, I'd originally intended to provide Mia with a significant financial gift during her wedding speech, a portion of the funds your mother and I had set aside for both of you. However, I'm considering giving all of it to you at this point. You have nothing to worry about. I just want you to be happy. I'll take care of the rest.
I appreciate it, Dad. I love you.
Love you too, kiddo.
What have you done? How did you manage to alienate John and our parents like that? I don't understand what just happened.
Huh? Mia? Why are you texting me? Shouldn't you be celebrating?
Don't play dumb with me. I can't believe you manipulated Dad like this.
I don't have any control over his decisions. What happened?
While we were enjoying ourselves at the reception, the moment for toasts arrived. I knew Dad would give a sincere speech, offering his congratulations to John and me, maybe even gifting me a share of the funds he had saved for an event like this. Instead, he turned around and expressed deep disappointment in how I've grown as a woman. He said I was terrible and self-centered, especially for excluding you from the wedding. He also mentioned that I was essentially in this marriage with John for his wealth.
It's rather accurate, wouldn't you agree?
The whole situation was quite embarrassing, especially after I'd already boasted to my friends about my impending wealth. Why am I left with nothing now?
Why don't you have any money?
Well, when Dad brought all that up, John wasn't too thrilled. He had no idea that I had excluded you, and he found it to be an extremely unpleasant turn of events. He also wasn't too happy about the idea that I was tying the knot with him solely for financial gain. As a result, he's decided to cancel the wedding and leave me. This is all your fault.
Actually, it's not entirely my doing. I simply told Dad what you did and said to me. He devised this plan entirely on his own, you know. He has always taken pride in his moral values, including his compassion and unwavering commitment to the family. If someone attempts to harm his loved ones, he ensures they learn a lesson and think twice before doing so again. It's quite evident that he believed you had overlooked the paramount value of placing family first. He just wanted to teach you a lesson. About John leaving you, it seems he has finally seen the light. Amazing. Anyway, you should talk to Dad to resolve this issue. I won't take any action until you change your self-absorbed behavior.
Really?
It's clear that you should begin working on your interpersonal skills.
This is incredibly unfair. I hold you responsible for this.
Well, you're the architect of your own destiny, right? Good luck, Mia. After discovering the genuine reason behind Mia's desire to marry him, John canceled the wedding and chose to leave. He realized she was solely interested in his wealth. John opted to concentrate on expanding his business, striving for even greater success. He extended an apology to me after understanding my sister's lies that he held no affection for me. In reality, John held me in high regard, and Mia was merely envious, attempting to keep us apart due to her failed marriage. Circumstances forced Mia to secure employment. She ended up in the role of a cleaner at a nearby office building. It was truly a bummer to lose my sister. I thought she would always have my back, but cutting ties was the right call. She's a real negative force, and her presence would have just added more complexity to my life. I've since advanced my career and I'm now pulling in a decent income. If she bothered to ask me, she would realize that money was never an issue. I was always self-sufficient. Sometimes individuals must face the repercussions of their choices. Perhaps someday she'll apologize and we can start rebuilding our relationship. Until then, I'll continue to live my best life, content with what I have and the people around me. And in the grand scheme of things, money isn't the primary focus.
Why was your husband at my child's sports day?
I'm sorry, sister. I left in the middle of Fiona's sports day, even though you invited me.
Don't worry about it. It would be odd if I didn't feel shocked seeing that.
I never thought I'd see my own husband there.
I was really surprised.
Who was that flashy woman with Billy?
I got closer and heard their conversation. They were really excited, saying that's my son. And the woman was saying something like, well, it's my genes.
They were talking about the boy who won the race, right? I wonder if that's Billy's child.
I wonder.
Even though he always said he didn't want children because he didn't like them.
That boy's in 3rd grade, so he's about 9 years old now, right?
9 years ago.
At that time we weren't even married. We hadn't even met yet, right?
Yeah, we met 5 years ago and got married 4 years ago.
I don't have any information since my child just started school. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
I'm sorry too. I made Fiona's first sports day a weird atmosphere.
It's not Emma's fault.
There's no such thing as a lookalike, right?
I understand you don't want to believe it, but isn't that unlikely? It looked exactly like Billy.
Yeah.
It's all because I invited you to the sports day.
Don't say that. I was happy you invited me today. Since I don't have children, I enjoyed cheering for Fiona with all my might. Your lunch was delicious too. It reminded me of my childhood sports days.
That's right.
It was supposed to end as a fun day.
There's no point in moping alone. Why don't you try asking him directly?
I guess I have to.
First, ask casually, like, what were you doing today?
I see.
See how he reacts to that, and then see what to do next? If he keeps pretending he doesn't know, let's think about it together then.
Yeah, I'll try that.
You can't lose. Men are liars. You need to see that clearly.
I'll try. Why are you out on a Sunday?
I had to work today.
I see. I just got back from going out today too.
Oh. I think I won't be able to come home tonight because I'm busy.
You've been working a lot on weekends recently.
Really, I wish they would give me a break. I mean, it's the weekend.
Thanks for your hard work.
Where were you, Emma? You left pretty early this morning.
I was invited by my sister to watch Fiona's sports day.
Oh.
I left early to help her make lunch.
Fiona is already in elementary school. Your sister-in-law lives in the next town. Right?
That's right. They moved in time for her to start elementary school.
Which elementary school was it again?
Gulliver Elementary School.
Huh.
What's wrong?
Emma, You were at Gulliver Elementary School today?
Yeah, it was fun. Fiona did her best in the race. She came in second.
I see.
Oh, there was this really fast boy in 3rd grade.
Huh.
He was way ahead of everyone else. It was so cool. I remember there was a fast boy when I was in elementary school too.
I guess so.
Didn't Billy also say that he was fast?
No, I wasn't anything special.
I think your mother-in-law once bragged about it. She said Billy was always number 1.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Oh, sorry for talking so much while you're at work.
No, it's okay.
Should I bring you dinner? I can make a boxed meal quickly. Wait for me.
I don't need it.
Why? It's a waste of time to go and buy it.
My boss just brought me some.
That's great. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It was pretty hot today. I got sunburned and I'm tired, so I'll rest a bit.
Do you want a shoulder massage? Should I come home early?
No need to go out of your way. You rest.
I have work though.
Oh, right. It's tough with the overnight shift, but do your best.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry to bother you at this hour, Helena.
It's been a while.
I've been out of touch. I wanted to ask something.
What is it?
Do you know of any women Billy was dating about 9 to 10 years ago?
You're asking about something quite old. Billy is 35 now, so he would have been 25 at the time. Oh.
Do you remember anything?
That rat!
What?
I remember now. The person he was dating at the time was a terrible woman.
Really?
She had blonde hair, wore makeup as if it was for a special event, and her nails were about 10 centimeters long.
She sounds quite flashy.
Yes, I was surprised, but it's not like I'm criticizing her for her looks. It's just that her personality was awful.
What kind of person was she?
You know, when she came to our house, and I cooked and served her food?
Yes.
What do you think she did?
Normally, she would enjoy the meal.
No, the moment she took a bite, she took the plate to the toilet and flushed it all.
Why would she do that?
Right? Can you believe it?
Your cooking is very delicious. I like it because it has a gentle taste.
Exactly. She said, ugh, gross.
She sounds very rude.
If that was all, it would have been okay. Everyone has their own taste in food.
You're too forgiving.
What I couldn't forgive was that she sold all the valuable things in our house without permission.
She sounds like a criminal.
Exactly. She broke into our warehouse, where we had stored heirloom items that my husband had been treasuring, and took everything away. I was so angry that I reported her to the police right away. It seems she didn't end up in prison though.
I see.
I told Billy that if he kept dating such a woman, he would not be allowed to cross our threshold, and I would disinherit him.
So that's why they broke up.
Probably. After a while, he married a respectable young woman like you, Emma, and I was relieved.
So that's what happened.
Did something happen?
I went to my niece's sports day today. There, I saw Billy and a flashy woman cheering for a 3rd grade boy.
What?
According to my sister who overheard their conversation, they were saying, he's just like my son.
If he's in 3rd grade, he's about 9 years old. It wouldn't be strange if he was in her belly at that time.
I wonder if they have been connected all this time.
If that's the case, it's chilling. My son, although he's my son, is terrifying.
I think he's going to stay at her house tonight. They're probably having a celebration after the sports day. He lied to me and said he had to work overnight.
I can't forgive him. Not only did he deceive me, but he also deceived you, Emma.
I'm more sad than angry.
I wonder if that's the reason why we can't have a child.
He's probably paying her something like child support. If I had a child, it would double the cost, so maybe he didn't want that.
Hold on for 2 weeks.
What?
Let's gather evidence and confront him.
How do I do that?
I'll arrange for a detective through a lawyer I know. You don't have to do anything. Let's also squeeze him for consolation money.
But
He's wasted 5 years of your life. Are you going to take it lying down?
no, I shouldn't.
Be angry, cry.
Helena,
I'll help you so that you can do that. Just bear with it a little longer.
thank you.
All right, I'm fired up now.
Remember the day 2 weeks ago when you said you were staying at the office for a holiday shift?
What about it?
Where did you really stay that night?
What?
What were you doing that day?
Like I said, I was working.
I asked your colleagues, and it seems no one worked overtime that day.
Did you really go out of your way to check that? That's embarrassing. Won't you be honest with me? I was working, but had some meetings outside. I just didn't want to explain all that.
You won't admit it, will you?
What are you talking about?
You were at Gulliver Elementary School that day, right?
Why on earth would I go there?
It was your son's sports festival, wasn't it? You said you went to my niece's sports festival.
You saw me there?
You looked happy cheering. Of course, the kid is a fast runner just like you. He must be really cute to you.
It's not like that.
What do you mean it's not like that? 9 years ago, you broke up with that woman because Helena was strongly against her, but you had a child with her, didn't you?
Did you hear it from my mother?
She called her a rat, a thief without common sense, she said.
She was like that back then, but she changed after having a child.
Then you should have convinced Helena to accept her.
No matter how many times I asked her, she wouldn't.
So you married me to put your parents at ease while secretly maintaining another family.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist watching my child grow up. He resembles me and has good athletic abilities, and it felt good to have someone like a mini-me.
I wanted someone like that too, but you strongly refused, so I gave up. I forced myself to accept that it might not be so bad to just live as a couple.
I was afraid that if I had a child with Emma, my affection for my other child would decrease. I couldn't bear the thought of making him feel less loved.
I'm not a dummy to cover up your double life.
I'm sorry.
Helena paid for a detective.
What?
We have clear evidence that you have a secret child and a family.
Don't drag my mother into this.
It was Helena's offer.
You've got to be kidding me.
But the detective didn't just find out about that.
What else?
The woman you were with is getting arrested.
What?
It seems she hasn't changed her thieving ways.
Are you kidding me?
The detective was surprised too. He thought it was an infidelity investigation, but he ended up capturing a shoplifting scene.
What will happen to the child if she gets arrested?
I don't know. He goes to a facility or you raise him.
That's not funny. I only meet him occasionally. I couldn't handle such a bratty kid every day.
What?
It must be the mother's fault. He's always causing problems at school, and the only decent thing about him is his athletic abilities. He doesn't even get attached to me when I show up occasionally, calling me old man.
You're saying something completely different from before.
To be honest, I was just enjoying playing father. When I yelled, "Have you done your homework?" or hit him for speaking rudely to his mother, it felt like I had become a decent person.
What a person.
So, I won't raise him. I guess he's destined to go to a facility.
The man I loved for 5 years was such a jerk.
Now we can make a baby without any worries. How many should we make?
Don't joke around.
Well, a lot has happened, but it looks like everything is settling down, so let's pretend nothing happened and start over. Even Helena likes Emma, so it's fine to continue as we were.
Are you out of your mind?
What?
Who would start over with you? I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear your voice. Helena is sitting next to me and feels the same way.
Why are you angry? It's all in the past, isn't it?
What's over? His life is still ongoing, and we have to move on too. You can't just drop him and say it's over.
You're too serious.
I'm going to claim damages from both you and your affair partner.
Please, spare me.
If you've laid hands on the child, I'll also report it to the police.
Stop it.
Also, Helena has something to say about your child.
This stupid son.
Mother, I'm your biological son. Don't be mean to Emma like this.
Shut up. Be quiet. About your secret child, I'm going to take him in.
What?
I failed at parenting. I let a jerk like you loose in the world. And that jerk went on to pass on his genes. I can't repeat the same mistake. So, I'm going to take responsibility and raise this child.
I just said some pretty harsh things.
Have you acknowledged the child?
Of course not. He's going to be listed in the family register.
Put him in your family register immediately.
I don't want to.
Just do it.
Jeez, give me a break.
Helena, you're wonderful. I couldn't do what you're doing.
You're just bored in your old age, right?
You should stop snapping like that from today.
Why?
You're getting arrested, getting fired from your job, being abandoned by your family. It's going to be tough, so why not change your heart too?
What? Why am I getting fired?
The detective found out. You were staying at another woman's house pretending to be on an outside job.
What?
Your company is strict about that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yes, they are. I've even been told recently to wear a GPS, and I was wondering what to do.
Isn't that good? You're free from the constraints of your company.
I'll lose my income.
You had another affair besides your second family. I must be quite a fool for not noticing.
Wait a minute, how much is the compensation?
Well, look forward to the claim.
I can't do it. Please, help me.
The mother of the child was arrested for theft, and Billy's violent behavior also came to light. As the mother was going to prison, she quickly relinquished parental rights, but sent a letter to my in-laws demanding money since she was giving them the child. Helena laughed and tore it up. My in-laws are raising the child who has been registered in Billy's family registry. Although Billy avoided serving time, he was fired for violating work rules, and even had to pay for the hours he had skipped. Our divorce was finalized, and I claimed $15,000 each from the two women. Billy's total compensation exceeded $37,000, and he was also told by Helena to send $400 a month for child support, so he's working triple shifts with no time to sleep. According to Helena, the little guy is a really good boy. I hope that the child will have happy days.